Together, we raise the bar and expand our reach. Through Afromedia radio and social media channels, the viewpoint here transcends the narrow constraints of traditional media. In the human story, we take sides. Leading personalities are interviewed. We conduct professional reviews and reports. The original content we produce is created and presented by international journalists. You can only watch Canadian Afromedia channels. It was and still is a very enriching experience to interact with you. All opinions are welcome, but they are not our views, and we assume no responsibility.
Strange. Thank you very much, everyone joining us. I really appreciate it. It's overdue. We're supposed to be here yesterday, but Ambassador was busy and in the studio. We couldn't make it yesterday. But today we managed to get Ambassador on this program live and direct. And it's going to be a great conversation with the Ambassador. I really appreciate you, sir. And I celebrate the great work that you are doing. Over 60, you are still going strong, still remain the legend that you are, still remain the icon that you are. We really appreciate the great work that you are doing in the continent of Africa and globally. We really appreciate it. We are going to be asking you some questions that we already prepared, which I already sent to you. But before that, let me allow you to introduce yourself to the listeners at home, who you are, where you are, and the position you hold in the society.
Okay, well, my name is John Fashanu, ex-international football player. I like to say that also ex-professional TV presenter. I was asked to do this dancing on ice, which was absolutely amazing. But I'm also a martial arts expert. So I special with the martial arts, getting four different black belts, which is very nice. So, you know, I've had a very good journey. Wow. That's me on the ice.
Okay, let's quickly see the video of you doing the great work there. Just let's see.
Okay, so there you've got me warming up. This young lady is my partner, who was amazing. She was very small, so it made me very, very easy for me to lift her up when I had to and do a spin. But you will see here, she's a little bit younger than me as well. So she's a little bit more flexible as well. But she was amazing, absolutely amazing. And I think the reason why I can skate now is because of her. Alex is her name. Whoa, there's a lift. Amazing. Here we go with the ball. Here we go with the football. And then use your head. That's it. Very enjoyable. But remember, if you make a mistake when you're on ice, it could be devastating. So you've got to be very careful not to make any mistakes. Oh yeah, great experience.
Still going strong, doing great job, and still be able to dance on the ice. This is a very great performance, and I'm so excited. Tell me the secret behind this. What is making you still go strong, looking very young every day, and handsome?
Let me tell the listeners, the millions of listeners globally, there's two very important reasons why I'm still looking strong. Stay away from stress and stressful people. There we go. Stay away from stress and stressful people.
Wow. 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 So that is the key. Stay away from the stress and the stressful people. Then you will be like, even in your 60, you will look 30.
Exactly. Precisely. Yes. That's
That
the
is
secret.
that that is the secret. Wow. I like that. And I'm going to keep that in my left hand so that I will not eat with it. Stay away with the stress and the stressful people. If you don't get anything out of this program, hear this from John Fashanu, the ambassador and the great icon of Africa, the great African icon and the global icon. Hear this from him. Stay away from the stress and also stay away from the stressful people. All right, Ambassador, let's
Yes.
quickly go into the business of the day because it's very important that we spend the time wisely because when we're able to get hold of you, you have a very busy schedule. You are not an easy person to quickly get just like that. So since we have you here now, we need to exploit and get a lot of information, a lot of details from you. Let's look at this your journey in sports as a footballer. Now you are into many athletics and you have achieved a lot. Tell us a bit about the background, how you get into football and what you are doing now.
You know, I always understood when my father said multiple streams of income. I wasn't really sure what he meant by multiple streams of income before he passed away. That is the secret of survival. So, from football for 35 years, playing for Aston Villa, playing for Wimbledon, playing for Norwich City, playing for Crystal Palace, oh, Lincoln City, having a wonderful football career. And of course, for those following, I'm sure most of them don't know, but winning the FA Cup final, 1988. But what I did was I thought one day they might need me for training in a martial arts gym. So I got my first black belt, I got my second, I got my third, and I got my fourth. So I actually hold four different black belts in different martial arts, which was amazing at the time because I was training as a footballer, but at the same time, 10:30 in the morning, I would go for training as a footballer. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I would go to the dojo, which is the gym for martial arts, and I would train very hard so I could keep myself healthy and fit. And remember, in those days, I was one of the first blacks in the football business, so you had to protect yourself all the time. And that was very, very important.
Wow, wow, wow. I like that. I like that. You know, one thing about you that I like about your gift and what you do is that you are so focused and you don't do things halfway. You do it 100%. Let's look at what you are doing now, dancing on the ice. I mean, how possible this can be? Over 60 years of
Well,
age and you are still forming. Tell
well,
us about it.
this is a crazy one. I keep hitting myself because I believe I'm mad. You know, my wife knows that I'm mad because remember, I was a television presenter doing the Gladiators, Awooga. So of course, I got used to being, should we say, in showbiz. I got used to the feel of it. There was another show I used to do called Deal or No Deal. Then I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. So I've done all these shows, and I just woke up one day and I said, look, I have never done ice skating. I have never skated on ice. What is it like for a black man? And bearing in mind, most black men and women do not have the opportunity to skate on ice. So I said to myself, let me do something unconventional. Let me go and audition for dancing on ice. When I turned up there, there was only one other black man there. And I went, whoa. I looked at him, he looked at me, and we said, yes, let's see if we can get chosen, both of us. And God was with us. We were both chosen. But did we know what we were going to expect? My goodness me, trying to skate on ice, I will say, is the most difficult program that I've had out of all of my martial arts, my football, my boxing, my go-kart racing, any other sport. I will say that ice skating comes number one. And please remember, in the contracts for a footballer, it stipulates very clearly that you must not do any dancing on ice or go on any skateboards or surfboards, or your contract will be automatically terminated within 10 working days. Even if you are not a footballer, you want your pension. So it still gets you with your pension. So it was a little bit worrying. And I said, look, I've always done unconventional things. Let me go for it and see how I get on.
Wow, wow, wow. This is a very great idea. And I'm really, really happy that we are having this conversation, not only because of your achievement, but because we also want the children of today to also learn from what you are doing. We want them to see the great work that you are doing. And that is one of the things that we are trying to put into the spotlight for everyone listening to us. All right, let's look at the hard work. Working smart, working hard is one of the things that the children of today believe, that the hard work is not really what it anymore. But working smart is one of the things. How do you balance the two? Do you believe in the two? Working hard and working smart. How does it work?
And remember, I'm not 30 or 50 now. Now I'm 60. So at 60, you must know where you're coming from. You must know where you're going. So I must admit, sometimes you get very tired. Well, here you're seeing me they put you in the ice rink. You're actually standing in ice here. And it's one of the advertisements, which is very good. This is something which is very good because it just starts everybody. It just gets you ready for what you're going to see. And I must be very, very honest. Going on ice was a challenge, and many people who do the show don't finish the show. So I was just very, very lucky to finish the show.
Oh, great, great. There are some video of you that is displaying on the screen from the studio. Let's just quickly see it.
Yes, that's me very clearly in the ice rink with the ice all around me, and it's just showing everybody that you're trying to break through. I mean, let's be very honest. Ice is nobody's friend. Even when you see me skating, here we are, I'm skating with my partner, and you'll see that she's a white, very small young lady, and there I am, 6'3", on the ice, doing the best I can, because you've got to look good. You've got to show it, because we've got nearly 1,000 people who are watching us. So you've got to try your best, and it is not easy. That is one thing I will tell the viewers who are watching globally. It is not easy. Would I do it again? No, I wouldn't. No.
Wow, wow, wow. This is great. So let me just quickly go to the question that we have for you. Let's quickly deal with those questions. Are you still there?
Yep, great.
All right, great. Let's quickly go to the question. I'll just quickly go to them. I'll go through them briefly so that we can be able to move on to other aspects of this program as our time is fast spending. But let's quickly look at the first question that we have here. How did you become interested in football and ice dancing? I think you already deal with that. We already deal with that question. Let me just move to the other question. What has been your approach to balancing the demand of the both sports?
Say that one again. Come again. Couldn't quite hear you.
Okay. They said, what has been your approach to balance the demand of both sports?
Well, now, number one, you must look at it as a business. The sport that brings you in the most money, of course, you're going to give the most attention. So this one here, don't think that I'm an angel. I'm not an angel. I'm being paid to skate on ice, quite a lot of money. So at the time, I was doing coaching with a lot of the footballers. Still coaching at 60, yes, still on the pitch. But this opportunity came up, and I looked at it with the financial assistance as well. And bearing in mind, this is a great opportunity to see if I can open an ice skating rink in Nigeria, which would just be amazing. And there's only, I think, one or two. One maybe in Lagos, one in the north, in the east. That's it. So I also was thinking, how can I make this a business? Not just a one-off, but make it a business.
Wow, 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 wow. I like that. I like that because it's a business and you put it, between yourself that this is purely a business. Let me quickly move to the next question. And that is going to be a very interesting question. As an Afro British athlete, what challenge have you faced?
Do you mean because being black, or do you mean just because of being black? Well, let's be very, very straightforward and honest. Being black in Europe, in England itself, has been a challenge. That has been a challenge. I remember playing at the San Siro Stadium. That's in Italy, one of the biggest stadiums. And I was playing with a team called Aston Villa against Inter Milan. And I remember when I first ran out of the we call it the gym or the room where you're staying with the players. I remember as I was the captain and the only black player there, I remember that all the fans were shouting and cheering. And as you come out, they pour water on you in a joking fashion. They pour water on you just to refresh you. But I noticed when they poured it all over me, it was yellow and it smelt horrible. I realized that they had poured urine all over me because I was black. And of course, that itself at the start of a game nearly crippled me because it's very difficult psychologically to get yourself sorted out when you've got urine all over you. And I actually only played one other half then. It was terrible. So being black, I'm not going to say is an advantage. It has been a disadvantage, but you've got to turn a negative into a positive to make it work as a footballer.
Wow, wow, wow. That is a very, very, very sad experience. But it is what it is. Let's quickly go to the next question because of our time. What influenced your approach to both sports and results of your cultural heritage?
Say that one again, please. Repeat.
Okay, what influenced your approach to both sports as a result of your cultural heritage?
Well, number one, I think that I was in a school where out of the 300 children, there was just myself, my late brother Justin, and myself. We were the only blacks. And people say, well, you bring up that word black a lot. Well, it was because it was a lot of my life. And of course, I noticed when I was playing football, I was faster than all of the white boys. I could jump higher. I was stronger. And so I could see that there was a very good opportunity for me to make little bits of money. At that stage, it was little bits of money with this thing called football. I never knew anything about football at all before that. And my late brother Justin, called Justin Fashanu, he opened the door for me to follow as a footballer. And then we became that it was just amazing. To play football and get paid millions and millions of it is just amazing. The problem is when you're young and you're being paid so much money, you don't know what to do with the money.
Wow. Wow, that's a very lovely one. I think that would be the lesson for the current generation. When you are young and you are getting the money so early, use it wisely. Don't let it go to your head. Jokoshon, I'm really, really appreciating you for this beautiful answer you are actually putting on the spotlight on this program. Let's quickly deal with the next one so that we can quickly go to time. We're gonna celebrate you and appreciate you, and also say some certain things about the great work that you are doing currently in England. All right, in your career so far, what have been some of the highlights in your career so far? The highlights.
Well, number one, the highest, shall we say, accolade that I've ever received is winning the FA Cup final. What an amazing trophy and reason that is. That is the FA Cup final, which I won for team playing for Wimbledon against, of course, most people will know Liverpool, which was absolutely amazing. And I've basically gone round in my different sports of winning wonderful prizes and awards globally, which have been amazing. And that is actually what has made John Fashanu who I am today, because I'm a winner and I like to win. I don't like to lose. Yes, you can say everybody doesn't like to lose, but I go the extra to make sure I don't lose.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much to everyone in the studio in Canada. I really appreciate the work that you are doing there in Canada. We are live and direct on Afro Media Canada in connection with the African Pulsar Radio TV International South Africa. And we have this great leader with us live and direct. John Fashanu is with us all the way from England, a former footballer, and also is athletics, and now is going great in dance on ice and is doing a great job. We have displayed some of the video to you. We are having a beautiful conversation with him about what he's doing and the great skill that he's displaying currently in this competition. And for everyone that wants to support or join, please vote for John Fashanu. Vote John Fashanu in. That is the only way you can be part of this conversation. Please vote for John Fashanu. I'm going to put more information about it on the spotlight on this program. And I will really appreciate those of you that will call in as well. You can call me also on +277033584 if you want to join the conversation. All right, sir. Before we have about 2-3 questions to go, and I just want to quickly make it snap. I will put like two together. Using your platform, how have you raised awareness about Afro-Britain's issues? How have you raised? Yes.
Come again, please. Come again. Not hear you.
Okay. Using your platform, how have you raised awareness about Afro-British issues?
You don't even need to use a platform. You don't need a platform. Everyday life is showing you what it's like being black in wherever you are. I noticed severally when I've gone to places, for example, hotels. Racism is endemic in the system. You can't ever get away from it. I noticed when I go to a hotel with 2 or 3 of my bags, with maybe 1 or 2 other white gentlemen, I notice always they will lift up their suitcases and I have to lift my own. I have to always lift my own. And I'll say, can you help, please? No. These are obvious things. But to be successful, you've got to get over these situations. You must be able to manage the racism. Most people will tell you, oh, we want to go to Canada. And then once you get to Canada, you see what's going on there. You're not quite so comfortable as you thought you would be. And that's exactly the same with England. But when you are positive and you keep that positive vibe in, it helps a lot. It can be a great life here.
Ambassador, you are breaking up.
Yes, just lost you there.
Okay, you can continue now.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah. So we are looking for positive people. If you believe that you can go and you can live in another country as opposed to South Africa, as opposed to Nigeria, then you've got to make sure you're positive and you have a thick skin. You can take the abuse that comes your way. If you can get through those things, success is waiting for you.
All right, Ambassador. I'm not sure your line is keep, and also I can't hear you very well. I'm not sure if it's by your side. Is it possible for you to try to move a bit from the net? Probably it's the network to move a bit and try to balance. Probably we will be able to see you very well. You are skip. We are hearing your voice, but your video just stands still.
Yes.
Can you look to that?
Okay. There we are. I've moved away a little bit.
All right.
Can you hear me now? Is that a bit better?
Okay, beautiful. No, we're hearing you clearly. Yeah, we can hear you clearly and beautiful. All right, let's quickly deal with this next one. If you are to give advice to young athletes pursuing career in football, ice dancing, what will it be in order to achieve your goal? How have you stayed motivated and focused?
I would say very clearly, don't give your life to football. Because football, yes, it's full time, but football doesn't go on forever. At 30, 33, 34, that's it. Your football career is finished. And then you suddenly remember that you have no qualifications. And without any qualifications, you cannot move on and make money. So then you become the young man who's made a little bit of money, doesn't know what to do with the money, and within literally 2 years of doing nothing, you are now broke and you've got no money at all. So please, if you are thinking of being a young footballer, get a second job. Get a scholarship, get something. You cannot just be a footballer full stop anymore in this world.
Mm, Wow, wow, wow. So being footballer is not enough. You must also do some other things that can make you move forward. That is a very lovely one. That's a very lovely one. Thank you very much. Please, to everyone watching this program, comment, share, like. This is the only thing you can do for this program to go viral. I have just few minutes to round up this section. Let me just quickly take you on this before we call it a day. Before we call it a day, in your opinion, what are the key elements for success in both sports?
Key element number one, positivity. That is number one. Because if you're not positive, you're not going to survive. There are things, and get this mentality out that racism is everywhere. Well, sometimes we go into situations where you'll see a lot of white players, a lot of black players, whatever it is. Everything, often when you get abuse, when you get tackled hard, when the ball is kicked to you, when they do different things, it's because they know that you are good and they want to bring you down. It's not because you're black. And that was one of my mistakes, thinking, oh, they don't like me because I'm black, I'm from Nigeria, they don't like me, when they were not even thinking like that at all. They were actually nasty because they knew that I was good and I might score some good goals. So get those thoughts sorted out.
Wow, wow, that's a lovely one. So you have to come out of that mentality thinking that probably people hate you because of your color, because of your skin. You just have to be remaining who you are, remain the best you are, and focus on the main thing. All right, Ambassador John Fashanu, which challenge? I mean, let's look at this. What impact has technology had on the way you train and compete?
Well, I think that we now know that being so fit in football, in actual fact, it's all about the technical side of things in football. Before, we would have to run up and down the pitch and run around and be physically fit. The game of football is changing. There's not so much running anymore, and there have been several changes in football. A lot more stops you will see with the referee now in football, and you're not getting away with so many things, tackling from behind, physical side of things, and it's not the same game as what it was anymore. And I think that's very important to see, that the game of football is different now.
Wow. Well, what challenges do you think is facing the athletics these days?
Well, I think the fact that the viewing figures are not matching up anymore. I think that athletics is a key sport, which it is, but I don't see, again, the Nigerians, the Africans, I'm not seeing them coming out. And funnily enough, my daughter is a top athlete, and things are changing. I think as the globe changes, we have to be with it, and let's see what we can do.
All right. Okay. When you are competing at a higher level, what is the most important thing athletes should do or should remember?
The most important thing in when you're competing at that level is to have concentration. You need to be able to have concentration. You need to be able to block out the person on your right, block out the person on your left, and know that you yourself are going to win that show. And remember what we said, positivity is very, very key. Very, very key. So you've got to always remember, I'm getting in this particular football match, or I'm running in this particular race because I know I'm going to win it. And if you don't have that mentality, you're not going to survive. I have only had this success in so many different sports because I'm very positive. Nothing will get me down. Whether it's martial arts, whether it's boxing, whether it's football, whether it's wrestling, I've been blessed. Whether it's television presenting, I'm a very, very positive person, and I don't see negativity. That's a word I do not use, negativity.
Wow.
All the youths who are listening, please take that into consideration. You do not hear negativity. Everything you hear is possible.
Wow. Correct. One of the things that people may not know about you is that you are also a presenter and also a show host as well. So that is one of the things that some people may not know. And I'm telling them now that you're also a presenter, a great media icon as well. I have opportunity to be with you in your home in Abuja last time. Thanks for taking good care of me. I really appreciate it. And I really celebrate the great work that you are doing. Keep up the ball and keep doing the great work that you are doing. Finally, let's quickly look at this. Are there any goals you are hoping to achieve in both sports or in all you do in the future?
Well, I think that the goal that I hoped to achieve was to skate on ice, and I've achieved that now. So I'm actually now looking for another goal, because from the world of boxing, from all those different worlds, we've achieved those things. So yes, I look back and say, yes, I'm an achiever. But now I'm looking for the right sport. I'm looking for something else that I have not achieved, that I can put myself together and say, yes, I'm going to achieve this. So, and you watch me from every day. I try different things. That's why when you go on the real John Fashanu on my Facebook or Instagram, at the real John Fashanu, you'll see me doing different things, very unusual things, because I want to get on in different sports.
Wow, wow. In conclusion, having an international achiever as a guest today taught us some great tips on staying on top of the game. We are grateful to our global audience and our international media partner. This is Afro Media Canada, coming to you live and direct from Canada in connection with the African Portal Radio TV International South Africa. And we have the privilege to host one of our very own, a great icon of our time, John Fashanu. in the studio that we are having the conversation together. John Fashanu, I really appreciate you coming out to be part of this conversation. It is a great pleasure having you, having this question with you, and also celebrate the great work that you are doing. In times such as this, it's time to look to you in the face and say, well done for the great job that you are doing. Well done for bringing Africa to the spotlight. Well done for raising the banner so high. Well done for being the great icon and being the great legend. We really, really appreciate the work that you are doing. Not going to do it after you. We will be doing it right in the front of you. You still have many, many years to stay with us for us to achieve this together. There's still a lot of people that are still going to learn from your achievement. So keep up the good work. I really appreciate it. God bless you really good, John Fashanu. I really appreciate you. A conclusion from your side before we call it a day.
Well, what I can say is thank you so much. That was wonderful. And may I say what a wonderful place Canada is. I did a television show called I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And I did that in Canada, and it was amazing. The people were fantastic. So I hope to be back there one day, and I'll make sure I'll come and see everybody.
All right. Okay, everyone in Canada, watch out. John Fashanu is coming. He just mentioned that he used to have a show in Canada, which is going very well. So watch out for him. He's coming. And if you're watching this program, please share it. Let it go viral. Share it to everyone. Let's celebrate this great African icon. Let's celebrate this global icon. Let's celebrate this great legend of our time. Let's show him some love and remember to go and vote for him as he's doing a great work. I'm going to pull the video back on the spotlight as we are calling it a day. Thank you very much, everyone joining us. I really appreciate it. And I greet you according to your time zone. I greet you according to your language. No matter where you are, I greet you in South Africa, Dumela, Ashe, Moloi. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to everyone in northern parts Africa and the rest part of the world, and shalom to everyone in Jerusalem and the rest part of the world. Hello to everyone and bonjour to everyone. I greet you according to your time zone. And in Nigeria, I greet you in northern part of Nigeria, in Nokwana, in eastern part of Nigeria, Kedu, and in Yoruba land, we greet every one of you. We celebrate you. We greet you according to your time zone. In Spanish, we greet you and we say, well done. And we really celebrate everyone watching, commenting, and sharing this program. Thanks for the pleasure of your time. Really appreciate it. I remain Dari Uluso. That will be on the spotlight as we are rounding up this section.
I will be back.
And God bless you.
I'll be back.
Definitely.
See you soon.
Definitely. All right.